The bright time is the right time to start your day.
All the goose are gonna head echt.
They've been waiting for you. Taking control of this fort will bring peace.
Waarom denken al vissen, Anne?
The scouts have reported activity nearby that's worth looking into before you enter the fort.
Volop manatee.
The plan is to fling you over the wall with a sling lobber. However, he wants you to secure a hard hat first, should anything go wrong.
Zeg goed denken.
It's better you go and find one for yourself. It can't be too much trouble, though. It's one size fits all. Let's see. Even in the summer, there's snow in the mountains. Heads up, that's Peak Spot, a great place to watch the world from. Who knows who might be watching you? You're feeling mighty low. Had better days. Right between the eyes. Always good to have some wood scrap like that on hand. Wonder what you could make with that. You need to get the keys in sequence. Sometimes no message is a message. You need to get the keys in sequence. Sometimes no message is a message. You need to get the keys in sequence. Sometimes no message is a message. You need to get the keys in sequence. Sometimes no message is a message. You need to get the keys in sequence. So, the technology from yesterday's is still here today, even if its message is getting old. Someone has to end this plague before it's too late. Let's see. Tell it to gallop. You don't have the key energy for that. A story has got to keep moving forward. If you close your eyes hard enough to reality, your mind opens to let memories in. That's one way to remember what's forgotten. When an unwanted memory intrudes on the mind, it is a natural reaction to want to block it out or just change it. However, there's no doubt that what you remember makes your future different. I was wondering when you'd recall how to spring the automaton air gliders.
Maramoto?
It's time to set the rival tribe free. Inflict as little damage as possible as you make your way through to their Sifu.
Get a work.
Convincing the Sifu that peace between your tribes is the only way you'll all survive won't be easy. He doubts the Sifu will give up without a fight. That's a fire starter. The dry grass looks like it would ignite easily. You just need to create a spark to light a fire. It burns brighter than the light. For some, the night brings terror. The battering bonker looks like a great way to get through the gate. Bet you just need to knock and it'll open up. That's bonkers. The Netra tribe values liberty and is striving to protect freedom. They want to continue with each tribe being responsible for their own and believe that uniting the tribes is the only way you can survive. He was hoping it wouldn't end this way. There's no reason to fight instead of uniting. It would be fighting over nothing. He'll fight for what matters. Today, he'll fight you. But tomorrow, he hopes to fight by your side. The rival Sifu is defeated, and the destiny of their tribe is in your hands. You are free to choose their fate, but not free from the consequences of your choice. He'll leave it up to you to decide the fate of the rival Sifu, but suggests you be merciful. Do good. Thinks it's a good gesture to offer support to others when you can see that they need it. And with that, you're spinning your own fate, good or bad, never to be undone. Side by side they'll stand until order and stability is reinstituted. He's gotten news that the other tribes have realized there are no winners in this war. There's no purpose in antagonism. All three of them believe your tribe has grown strong enough to unite them. It's clear your efforts have been successful. There's light at the end of the tunnel. The tribes are tired of war and will remember the one who brought them peace, whether you decide it'll be now or later. So, do you want to end the war now or continue the crusade? He agrees. Better save your energy for something meaningful. It's the Netra claw chain. You're already dripping wet. Sound seems to travel farther at night. A Smilo shopperia. Guess shopping here put a smile on your face.
Bidwitchen.
The gooing of the water in the ground is spreading.
Bidwitchen. Bidwitchen.
Not opening for you.
Bidwitchen. Bidwitchen. Bidwitchen.
Ooh-wee, that's biohazard. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. The dark is almost over.
Cofintra Bidwitchen.
Now hold on. Sit tight.
Cofintra
Isn't that the
Bidwitchen.
Mechamajut over there?
Cofintra Bidwitchen. Cofintra Bidwitchen.
Sharpening of the mind. Why, you made it to Hoofer. There's a living thing trader somewhere around here. Offers you extraordinary. Says there's... a good deal all around. That's the top of a shaftiloo, a gigantic dig hole toxanol cut into the forest to pull things out of the earth. Grit.
Isku.
This one seems to be in good spirits, despite being left here for dead.
Muksa uintapata kali.
Has heard that you have a sense of compassion and trusts it's in your nature to help those in need.
Mustat pala.
Asks you to do the right thing for the sake of your conscience.
Tiava.
Is surprised you chose not to help. Feeling good is not the same thing as doing good.
Take that light!
So much for the dark!
Get that light out of your eyes. It's blinding.
That's how a bright mind does it!
Light never lasts. Not forever.
The world is full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. A quarrel spot. You can't help but wonder what was so worth fighting over here. You lack key energy for that. Injured. You're absolutely drained. The sky is as bright as it's going to be. There it is, the tree of life. The idea that all life is related by common descent, where the twigs are existing species and those produced in the past represent the succession of the extinct. The tree's great branches were once budding twigs, a connection between the past, present, and future. A representation of all extinct and living species with its ever-branching and beautiful ramifications. We are an evolution of those that came before. Don't trip it, just keep moving. Nice. Some barked wood scrap for you. It's a place well hidden. It's just below the above. You already missed the sky, don't you? Out of Date's impressed you made it this far, but there's still so much left to do. The end of the world is still on everyone's minds. You've beaten a path where you have the power to destroy or save everyone. Question is, what you'll do with that responsibility. He can sense that your heart beats steadily and acknowledges that the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Thinks it's important that you remember who you are and where you came from. He promises he'll be there for you. Just come talk to him beneath the tree if you're feeling lost. Out of Date says there's a time for everything. And now there's no use thinking of the past, for it's gone. Think of the present, because that's where you are. It's time to set your priorities as the one who completes things. If you continue to do good, good will follow you. If the world really does end, there won't be anywhere to run. So he's prepared for the worst, something he calls the Ark.
Luatolo Maua.
He hopes you're right. He gets that you mean the journey continues either way, but personally he wants the tree to survive.
Do wawu.
Out of Date says there's no clear record of the chain of events that changed the course of history and brought the world to its knees.
Vunko Vuntu.
He's found evidence on the Ark, records of a crisis, decades of contamination that permeated the ground and broke its inner core.
Vunko Vuntu.
The contamination disrupted what we now know as Ki energy, the life force that runs through all things, living and inanimate.
To Hawaii.
He's been told the blight affected everything at a genetic level and turned our perception of normality on its head. It was only those that changed that avoided extinction, proving that the possibility for survival and renewal was real.
Kabobe Farhi.
He understands you are curious about the ship at the foot of the tree. He says it surfaced when the oil broke through the ground.
Fofo Umbak Bakwa Papamu.
The Ark predates the back-in days, and now, after years of study of the manuals he found inside, he believes he's figured the ship out.
Fofo Umbak Bakwa Papamu.
The Ark has room for 4 more, and he trusts you'll apply wisdom to your compassion and choose whom to save if the world comes to end.
Kabobe Farhi.
He'll keep the seats open, and you are free to invite up to 4 others to join you in the Ark in the event of a cataclysm.
Tamuk Gabamuktab.
Out of Date says that from what he's heard, you've been busy.
Tolidrea Ya Maoloa.
He says he appreciates what you've done so far, but unfortunately he's got urgent news from his friend Goop in the southeast.
Ya Yumawa.
Out of Date says that even though he's unsure about your intentions, he hopes you'll support Goop.
Ya Yumawa.
He says he'll point you in the right direction, but finding Goop and making sure he gets what he needs is up to you. That's the sound of impending doom. Out of Date's premonitions of imminent disaster are true. The Porkypuff needs to be handled.
Mauketo Tolu Ayadre.
Out of Date says that Goop is worried now that the Southeast World Eater is stepping up its activity.
Miami.
He explains that Goop is working on a goo-gliding vessel in order to get to the World Eater, but needs help to get it done.
Miami.
Out of Date suggests that you should head southeast as fast as possible and see what you can do to help. He wonders what's on your mind. Understands you have other places you need to go.